Now I am.
Chris here from Power Equipment Direct. We have Todd here from Champion Power Equipment, and he's going to talk to us a little about these inverters. Nice to meet you, Todd.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. No, we've just been kind of going through our different inverter selection that we have. We were talking about different power levels and why you would want to buy a different size inverter based on needs. And it's all about power, it's all about quiet, and it's all about price in a way. So Champion always brings a really, really good value. We try to bring you the most power we can at the lowest decibel noise level that we can at the best price. And we always start with our standard 2,000 watt inverter that is kind of the mainstay of the industry. Our unit can also parallel, where you can hook two of them together and combine the power into one 30 amp outlet, which is this is the RV TT30 outlet. And as you can see, I'll kind of quickly start the unit here, get an idea of just how quiet it is.
It's really quiet.
We're having this conversation, and this thing is running and powering up TV, lights, a couple things. And if you parallel two of them together, you can actually start the rooftop air conditioner on your RV. And that's the reason people want to parallel to 2,000 watt units, is for more power.
So do you get double the watts? We get that question all the time. Do you get 4,000 watts by paralleling these together?
You get about 4,000 starting watts and about 3,000 rated watts, okay? Because that unit is 1,700 watts rated, parallel two of them together. And it's always limited by the outlet. So this is a 30 amp outlet, so you're limited about 30 amps of power.
Great.
So that, where that moves from there is, we're trying to get that kind of power in inverter out of one unit. So this is our 3,400 watt inverter, 3,100 rated, 3,400 watt surge. And you can see we put the same 30 amp receptacle on there in one package. And this is a little bit louder because it's got a bigger engine in it, but we can kind of demonstrate.
You want me to do the push button start here?
Sure, sure.
All right, so we have the push button start here, the 3,400. Just push it once and it comes right on. Super convenient feature.
The cool thing about that too is you can do that up to 80 feet away. So you can be in your RV, waking up in the morning saying, hey, I want coffee, I want to turn on my lights and everything, and just fire the thing up using the remote and turn it off at night when you're ready to go to bed.
Yeah, I really like this, especially if it's raining outside and you don't want to get out and start that thing.
That's exactly right.
Great idea.
So this kind of gives you the same amount of power as combining both of those, and this will start a 13,000 BTU air conditioner on an RV.
Cool.
So that's kind of where we leave off power. Well, by the way, you can also parallel two of these together and get up to 50 amps of output power. So if you've got a large IV with two air conditioners, or a fridge and an air conditioner, that's the kind of power you're going to need, 50 amps of power in inverters. Another feature we have on some of our units is actually dual fuel. The ability to operate off of gasoline, as they all do, or propane. Just hook up a propane tank, turn on your little fuel level, and away we go. Oh, I know what I did. You got to turn on the propane bottle first.
Turn it on first. Okay.
Always a good thing about leaving the fuel on.
Safety first, right?
Safety first. So now you're operating off of propane. A lot of people carry propane, along with their RVs or while they're camping, that type of thing. You've always got one of these sitting around. You've got a gas grill. So that's the unit operating off of propane.
A common question we get about propane is, how long, on a full tank of propane, how long will this generator run?
Usually you use about a rule of about 70% of what the gas rating is.
Okay.
So if a unit will run 8 hours on a tank of gas, it's like 5.5 hours out of a 20-pound cylinder. Okay, so that's about what this ratio is here. About 8 hours on a full tank of gas, about 5.5 hours on a 20-pound cylinder of propane.
And does this regulator and this hose come with the generator?
It does, because it's finely tuned to work off that generator and off a 20-pound tank. This all comes with, ready to go.
Fantastic.
Last bit of technology is actually something new with Champion. We're trying to combine the smartness of an inverter generator and put that into a regular portable generator. And we've been out there for years with the standard 3,500 watt portable. A lot of people have them out there. They love them. They're very durable. They put out a lot of power. They're very cost efficient, but they're a little bit noisy because it's a regular open frame portable. So we took the inverter technology and shoved that in here, and what we wound up with is a very quiet 3,500 watts of power, rated 4,000 surge portable generator. So this thing actually is 50% quieter than what a regular open frame 3,500 watt. I know there's a lot of people out there that have bought our 3,500 watts over the years, and they said, God, I love the power, but can you make it any quieter?
Right.
This is how we can make it quieter, by putting the inverter technology in there. The other cool thing about it is it's 20% lighter, and you get 14 hours of runtime on a full tank of gas.
14 hours?
14 hours. So
Wow.
this thing will get you through the night, through the day, and on to the next.
And then that comes with a 30 amp plug on it?
This also has the TT30 30 amp plug, which is the standard kind of RV adapter plug.
An inverter, can you explain to people exactly what that means? Does that mean clean power? What does that mean?
Inverter basically means we've taken a computer chip and put that in the generator, and what it really does is control engine speed with load.
Okay.
So if you just plug in a light bulb or a TV that only needs 100 watts or 250 watts, the engine actually revs down, runs very, very quiet. As you plug more stuff in, it controls the engine speed and brings that speed up.
So it's more fuel efficient too then?
More fuel efficient, it's lighter weight,
Okay.
and by varying that speed, you also vary the noise. So a regular open frame generator, by design, has to run at 3,600 RPMs in order to give you 60 hertz, your household outlet.
Okay.
Inverters, because that computer's in there thinking, isn't like, I can run it, 1,000 RPMs, 2,000 RPMs, I'm still going to give you 60 hertz.
Wow.
They're a little bit more expensive, but that's why they're quieter.
So that means I can run sensitive electronics, charge my cell phone, run a refrigerator that has sensitive electronics in it?
Exactly, yeah, that's the other benefit of an inverter, because you're putting the power through that computer board, it's cleaning it up and giving you a pure sine wave, if you will, and very, very clean. That's safe for electronics.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, Todd, more about Champion and the brand and the company?
Yeah, Champion's been around about 15 years, fairly new, I guess, when you compare to some of the other brands that are out there. But we really try to drive towards great quality products, designed with specific users in mind. And lately, I've been really trying to drive our brand through different kind of grassroots events. So that's one of the reasons why we're here. We brought our race team out here today to kind of introduce you to our driver. We participate in professional bull riding. We've got a professional bass pro fisherman out there that we sponsor, and we try to get out there and actually kind of grassroots meet the people, ask them questions. So it's funny, I've been out there, it's great. We go to a race, and we'll get out there with our driver Grant, get in the golf cart, go to the campgrounds, and start meeting people that own Champion generators.
Sure.
We're handing out free covers, we're saying, hey, how do you like your Champion? And they're giving us a lot of feedback about what they like, what they don't, what we can
I was
do.
just going to ask, what is the feedback they usually get?
Well, interestingly enough, that's why we did this, is the feedback on our 3500 is, love it, can you make it quieter? And that's when we decided we've got to do this.
Yeah.
It's you learn things like that, you create new products. So it's been very beneficial for us, and we're going to continue to do it.
All right. Thanks a lot, Todd. I appreciate all your help.
Nice meeting you.